Jai Hind everyone. I am Cadet Kushmeet Kaur from Delhi Directorate and we all are here presenting on the topic Dekho Apna Desh. Here are the cadets who help us to complete this beautiful presentation. The topics we will be covering under Dekho Apna Desh are Topic 1 Monuments by Cadet Alhoma. Topic 2 Metros by Cadet Mukul and Cadet Kushmeet. Topic 3 Adventure Park by Cadet Ankit and Cadet Nana. Topic 4 Museums by SUO Nandini. Topic 5 Bazaars and Malls by Cadet Nana. Topic 6 Temples of Delhi by Cadet Dipesh and Simran. Let's get started.
Italy है मेरे यार, बस इश्क मोहब्बत प्यार।
बस्ती है मसालों की दिल्ली, दिल्ली, गली है दीवानों की दिल्ली, बस्ती है मसालों की दिल्ली, दिल्ली, गली है दीवानों की दिल्ली।
Imagine l'état d'un paysage qui te submerge, pas à pas tout pénétrer dans cette atmosphère. Belle et de ce qui t'aspire, toi tu regardes ce qui t'inspire.
Bala bala windows है दिल्ली, दिल्ली, bala bala windows है दिल्ली, बस्ती है मसालों की दिल्ली, दिल्ली, गली है दीवानों।
Cadet Alhoma will brief us about the monuments of Delhi.
India Gate. India Gate is located on Rajpath. It was designed by Sir Edwin Lutyens. It was established in 1921. It is 42 meters high. It is now a monument of national importance as on the Republic Day, the parade comes to India Gate to give the tribute to all Indian war heroes who lost their lives for the pride of the country. Not to miss Amar Jawan Jyoti, the ever burning flame that signifies that the soldiers who lost their lives are immortal. Next monument is Qutub Minar. Qutub Minar is the tallest brick minaret in India and second highest minar in India. It is located in Mehrauli. Its construction started in 1199 by Qutbuddin Aibak and completed in 1220 by his son-in-law Iltutmish. It is 72 meters high. It has now been given the title of UNESCO World Heritage Site due to the Arabic inscription on it. The next monument is Red Fort. Red Fort is located in Old Delhi. Its architect is Ustad Ahmad Lahori. It was built between 1639 to 1648. The height of Red Fort is 18 to 33 meters. The crowning glory of Delhi is the grand fortress called Red Fort, owned by Mughal dynasty. This monument is situated in Old Delhi, is the largest of all monuments in the city and houses museum displaying ancient archaeology, the stories of martyrs and Indian wars, etc. The monument is built in red sandstone, that's why called Red Fort. Our next monument is Humayun Tomb. Humayun Tomb is located on Mathura Road. It was built in 1570 by Mirak Mirza Gaid and Sayyid Muhammad. It was built by Hazi Begum. It is the burial of Humayun. Using the characteristics red sandstone, which always had a special place in Mughal architecture. The last monument is Old Fort. Old Fort is located in Delhi. It was built by Mughal Emperor Humayun and Afghan ruler Sher Shah in 16th century. Purana Kila is fine example of history, heritage and old world charm, all of which come together to make one of the oldest fort in Delhi. This Mughal age edifice has remained witness to Delhi's eventual history. Whether you are a history buff or not, you will find a lot inside this fort to keep you fascinated.
Thank you, Alhoma. Now we will begin with Delhi Metros by Cadet Mukul and Cadet Kushmeet. After 1980, Delhi saw a major twofold population explosion and about a five-fold rise in the number of vehicles. As a result, the other public transport system, that is, bus services, were unable to bear the load. Commuters took to private congestion as well as pollution. So, in 1984, the Delhi Development Authority and the Urban Arts Multimodal Transportation System, which would curb the problems and connect the city in a better way. The concept of mass rapid transit for Delhi first emerged traffic and travel characteristic study, which was held in the city in 1969. The construction surely took a long span of time in various phases and including a new line in every new phase. But today, Delhi has changed the way people travel. Arrival of metro trains. Traveling from one place to another has been equally fast, joyful, convenient, and dependable. Metro is a great pride for the people living in Delhi, as it has made their lives comfortable and stress-free. It has brought about a great relief from daily traffics. After the technical study and finalizing the finance issue, the physical construction of metro trains was inaugurated by Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee on 24th December 2002. Today, Delhi Metro has spread its web to total 12 lines, 285 stations, which currently comprises a network of 389 kilometers with a total of 310 operational trains in the complete network, with maximum 70 trains on the blue line, followed by yellow and violet. Delhi Metro has registered itself as the 13th largest metro system in terms of length. Security on Delhi Metro is handled by CISF unit of DMRC. They took over from Delhi Police in 2007, and over 7,000 CISF personnel are deployed, in addition to metal detectors, X-rays, and dog squads. The trains operate at a frequency of 1 to 10 minutes and runs on track with a speed up to 75 kilometers per hour and stops for about 20 seconds at each stop. Delhi Metro has won numerous awards like Golden Peacock Environment Management Award 2005, Environmental Leadership Award by United States Asia, Environmental Partnership Program in 2004, National Conservation Awards second prize in Zonal Railway category 2008, Best Clean Development Mechanism Award at the Institute of Urban Transport Awards 2011. Delhi Metro is thus a world-class metro and one of the few metro systems in the world having operational profits from the very first. It is also India's second urban mass rapid transportation system after Kolkata Metro. Delhi Metro Rail Corporation, or to be precise, a neural network of Delhi connecting areas of the NCR and also some metropolitan areas of other states like Gurugram, Bahadurgarh in Haryana, Noida and Ghaziabad from Uttar Pradesh. Today, DMRC is empowered by about 14,500 employees with MRTS activities spread over Delhi NCR, carrying about 3 million passengers per day and is still progressing towards a better future.
Jai Hind everyone, we are Naina and Ankit, cadets of Delhi Directorate, presenting the topic Adventures in Delhi. अंडर देखो अपना देश। दिल्ली के कुछ मुख्य उद्यान तथा पार्क हैं वेस्ट टू वंडर थीम पार्क, मुगल गार्डन, द गार्डन ऑफ 5 सेंसेस, नेशनल जूलॉजिकल पार्क, एडवेंचर आइसलैंड एंड इंद्रप्रस्थ पार्क। वेस्ट टू वंडर थीम पार्क। दिल्ली भारत का राष्ट्रीय राजधानी क्षेत्र है और इसे देश का दिल माना जाता है। इसमें कोई संदेह नहीं है कि शहर अपनी समृद्ध संस्कृति और विरासत के लिए लोकप्रिय है। शहर में कई ऐतिहासिक स्मारक, खूबसूरत बगीचे इत्यादि हैं। हाल ही में दिल्ली की सूची में एक नया थीम पार्क भी जोड़ा गया है जो काफ़ी आश्चर्यजनक है, अलग है और एक अलग विषय पर आधारित है, जिसका नाम है वेस्ट टू वंडर या वंडर्स ऑफ वर्ल्ड पार्क। वेस्ट टू वंडर थीम पार्क के बारे में रोचक तथ्य। इस पार्क के बारे में सबसे महत्वपूर्ण और प्रभावशाली तथ्य यह है कि आपको यहाँ पर दुनिया के 7 अजूबे दिखाई देंगे। वास्तव में दुनिया के 7 अजूबे औद्योगिक वेस्ट और अन्य वेस्ट पदार्थों जैसे स्क्रैप मेटल, ऑटो पार्ट्स, शहर के लैंडफिल से बनाए गए हैं। थीम पार्क में दुनिया के 7 अजूबे शामिल हैं। इसमें ताजमहल, पीसा का लीनिंग टावर, गीजा का महान पिरामिड, पेरिस का एफिल टावर, क्राइस्ट द रिडीमर स्टैच्यू ऑफ रियो डी जेनेरियो, न्यूयॉर्क का स्टैच्यू ऑफ लिबर्टी तथा रोम का कोलिजियम है। अब आइए हम बात करते हैं दिल्ली की खूबसूरती में 4 चांद लगा देने वाले मुगल गार्डन के बारे में। मुगल गार्डन दिल्ली में स्थित एक लोकप्रिय पर्यटन स्थल है जिसको राष्ट्रपति महल की आत्मा भी कहा जाता है। आपको बता दें कि यह गार्डन राष्ट्रपति परिसर के अंदर स्थित है। 13 एकड़ के विशाल क्षेत्र को कवर करता है। मुगल गार्डन वर्ष 1917 में लेडी हार्डिंग द्वारा एडविन लुटियंस द्वारा डिजाइन किया गया था। यह गार्डन देश के पर्यटकों के साथ ही विदेशी पर्यटकों को अपनी तरफ आकर्षित करता है। राष्ट्रपति भवन के पीछे स्थित मुगल उद्यान अपने किस्म का अकेला ऐसा उद्यान है जहां विश्व भर के रंग बिरंगे फूलों की छटा देखने को मिलती है। यहाँ विविध प्रकार के फूलों और फलों के पेड़ों का संग्रह है। यहाँ कई छोटे बड़े बगीचे हैं जैसे पर्ल गार्डन, बटरफ्लाई गार्डन और सर्कुलर गार्डन इत्यादि। एडवेंचर आइसलैंड। रोमांच की इच्छा रखने वाले लोगों के लिए यह स्थान सर्वथा उपयुक्त है। यह रोमांचकारी एडवेंचर आइसलैंड रोहिणी में स्थित है। यहाँ 22 राइड्स हैं जिनमें से 4 वाटर बेस्ड हैं। आप स्प्लैश डाउन, स्प्लैश ड्रंक, H2O, एक्वा प्ले, सी हॉर्स, स्वान बोट, रेन डांस इत्यादि का लुत्फ उठा सकते हैं। यहाँ पर टिकट की टाइमिंग सुबह 11 बजे से लेकर शाम के 7 बजे तक है। यहाँ पहुँचने के लिए आप मेट्रो के साथ साथ बस का इस्तेमाल भी कर सकते हैं। यह पार्क पूरे परिवार के लिए संपूर्ण मनोरंजन प्रदान करता है। विभिन्न प्रकार की वाटर स्लाइड्स, खेल और सवारियों के साथ अपने दिन का आनंद लें जो सभी आयु वर्ग के लोगों के लिए उपलब्ध। यदि आप रोमांच के लिए अत्यधिक उत्सुक हैं या अपने जीवन में रोमांच की एक झलक को अनुभव करना चाहते हैं तो इस एडवेंचर आइसलैंड पार्क की तरफ।
Thank you, Nana. Now, SEO Nandini will brief us about some amazing facts about the museums in Delhi.
One of the most fascinating heritage art museums of Delhi. Delhi is home to some of the nation's best collection of galleries and museums. As most people believe, it is not always boring and home to several masterpieces. Boasting of dazzling treasure and reflecting India's rich cultural heritage, Museums of Delhi is a must-visit for those interested in learning about India's history and gradual growth over several centuries. Here are some museums in Delhi to visit for a unique experience altogether. National Museum. Also known as the National Museum of India, it is one of the largest museums of India situated at Janpath. Established in 1949, it holds a variety of articles ranging from prehistoric era to modern works of art. The museum has around 2 lakh works of art, both Indian and foreign origin, covering over 5,000 years of history. National Handicraft and Handloom Museum. Commonly known as National Craft Museum in New Delhi, is one of the largest craft museums in India, which is home to over 35,000 distinctive pieces of craft reflecting amazing skills and craftsmanship of Indian craftsmen via embroidery, painting, textile, clay, wood and stone craft items. National Rail Museum. Situated in Chanakyapuri, New Delhi, it displays exhibits on the history of rail transport in India. Discover the 163 years of rich Indian Railways historic heritage in the company of rare steam, diesel and electric locos, royal saloons and lots of artifacts. Shankar's International Doll Museum is a large collection of dolls. 6,000 dolls from 85 countries are on display at this museum in Nehru House at Bahadur Shah Zafar Marg. The Indian exhibit section comprises 500 dolls dressed in costumes worn from all over the country. Indira Gandhi Memorial Museum was the residence of the former Prime Minister of India. It was later converted into a museum. Located at Safdarjung Road, one can see the collection of rare photographs of the nationalist movement, the personal glimpses of Nehru Gandhi family and her childhood. National Gallery of Modern Art. Being a premier art gallery, it is one of the world's largest modern art museum to visit in Delhi, with more than 14,000 works by the reputed Indian and foreign artists of worldwide fame. National Science Centre. Being a science museum, it is a part of National Council of Science Museum and is the first and best museum in Delhi under this council. The entire exhibit spans over 4 floors and is extremely popular among students. Gandhi Smriti Museum, previously known as Birla House or Birla Bhavan, it is a museum in Delhi dedicated to Mahatma Gandhi. It is the very place where he spent the last few months of his life. It houses several articles associated with Gandhi's life and even death. Air Force Museum. This museum features a gallery containing historic memorables, photographs, personal weapons and uniforms of the Indian Air Force since its inception years ago. Visitors can also view small aircrafts, large aircrafts and Air Force inventory here. Sulabh International Museum of Toilets. Out of all museums in Delhi, this is an exceptional one. Dedicated to the global history of toilets and sanitation, this unique museum mainly addresses the problems related to sanitation sector in the nation. Metro Museum. This is one of the best museums in Delhi, which is also quite unique in nature. It is South Asia's first modern metro museum, which showcases the Delhi Metro along with the genesis, journey and history of the Delhi Metro Rail Corporation in details.
Thank you, Nandini. It was indeed informative. Now, Cadet Naina will take us on a virtual visit to the bazaars and malls in Delhi.
So, let's start with bazaars. The first famous bazaar is Chandni Chowk. The Red Fort Monument is located at the eastern end of Chandni Chowk. It was built in the 17th century by Mughal Emperor of India, the Shah Jahan, and designed by his daughter Jahanara. You know what? The bazaar was famous for its silver merchants, which also have contributed to the name of Silver Street, as silver is referred to as Chandi in Hindi, a slight variation of which forms Chandni. The pole in the chowk was replaced by a clock tower named Ghantaghar until the 1950s. Chandni Chowk, you can also say Moonlight Square, is one of the oldest and busiest markets in Old Delhi, India. It is located close to Old Delhi railway station. Our next famous bazaar is Janpath. Janpath means People's Path, formerly known as Queensway, is one of the main roads in New Delhi. It starts out as Radial Road 1 in Connaught Place, adjacent to Palika Bazaar, and runs north-south perpendicular to and past Rajpath. Janpath Market is one of the most famous markets for tourists, both Indian and foreign, in New Delhi. The market essentially is a long line of boutique stores selling products which are hard to find in the malls and multi-chain stores of the city. This market, as I believe, is mostly popular for decorating antique and crafted items than dresses unlike other markets in Delhi. Let's start about our famous malls. The first one is Pacific Mall. Pacific Mall is located very close to Rajouri Garden and is one of the best malls in this area. Very good crowd, free and safe car parking. The mall has almost everything for all age groups shopping. Located near Subhash Nagar metro station, it is the best destination for shopping lover, movie lover and foodies. Not only this, there is a huge crowd of food court with several eating options, and yes, it is crowded with people of all age groups. Talking about the waffle store, there are around 2 waffles outlets in the food court itself with price range starting Mere 110. Just wanted to add, Pacific Mall is one of the best shopping mall in Delhi. There are more than 250 plus luxury brands in the mall with latest fashion apparels. Can you believe this? The next one is Select City Walk Mall. Select City Walk is not merely a place to shop. It is one-stop destination where you shop, dine, meet, celebrate and create memories. In other words, it's a lifestyle. Select City Walk is a 1.3 million square feet air-conditioned, vibrant and upscale destination shopping center. This is a part of an overall complex of 54 acres that comprises of 3 floors of office space, India's first 6-screen to gold class and 4 premier class PVR cinemas and approx 1 lakh square feet of serviced apartment.
Now, Cadet Simran will conclude by talking on the most important and most visited temples in Delhi.
Just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life. It is rightly said by Lord Buddha. Yes, God is omnipresent, but sometimes you need to knock on His door and look for the answers you seek. So here are the most visited temples in Delhi. When talking about temples in Delhi, there is no better place to start than the famous and absolutely beautiful Akshardham temple. A tourist attraction in itself, the temple conducts screening to educate people along with boat rides that take you through the glorious past dating back to the time of Aryabhatta. Dedicated to Swami Narayan Akshardham, to know everything about his struggles, teachings and life, everything is truly inspirational. Moreover, the light and sound show is amazing. The next we have in the queue is the Gauri Shankar temple. Located in the hearts of Chandni Chowk, Gauri Shankar temple is a beautiful temple dedicated to Lord Shiva and Parvati as the name suggests. This temple was built by a soldier and it is believed that the Shivling in the temple is around 800 years old. One of the prominent parts of montage in every movie or TV show that depicts Delhi, Jhandewalan Hanuman Mandir is a temple one cannot miss when travelling via the Delhi Metro's Blue Line. The massive 108 feet tall statue of Lord Hanuman is the USP of this temple. Visible from both Karol Bagh and Jhandewalan metro station, the temple is specially swamped by devotees on Tuesday. The next we have in the queue is the Jhandewalan Durga Devi temple, one of the most prominent temples in Delhi. This one has the shrine of goddess Durga, the epitome of female power. This is perhaps the only temple that has been built on urging of a devotee. Badri Bhagat dreamt an ideal of goddess, and the same place the temple is built. The temple got its name after a multitude of flags which are offered by the devotees. The next we have in the queue is the beautiful and renowned temple, Lakshmi Narayan Temple, which was built by B.D. Birla in 1930s. A multi-storied structure built in red sandstone has shrines of Lord Vishnu and Goddess Lakshmi at its heart. Apart from the idols of two deities, you will find several wall paintings and carvings that are beautiful in their own right. The next we have is the Kalkaji Temple. Built in the year 176, this is among the oldest temples in Delhi. Dedicated to Hindu goddess Kali, or Adi Shakti, the temple is considered highly sacred by the devotees. So now we have Chhatarpur temple. Spread on the sprawling 70 acres of land, this is perhaps one of the largest temples in Delhi. A blend of both South and North Indian temple architecture can be seen in the complex, and the architecture of the temple in itself is a major point of attraction. There is not just one, but 20 different shrines inside the complex dedicated to different deities. Next we have in the queue, that is the ISKCON temple. Built in the reference of Lord Krishna, ISKCON is not just in east of Kailash, but various parts of the country. With the shrine of center of the temple in the complex, and a huge hall adorned with various paintings depicting scenes from Mahabharata and life of Lord Krishna, this place is truly one of a kind for its devotees.
That was all by Delhi Directorate. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you and Jai Hind.